This career is short. Most guys only play 3 years. They don't make it to 10 years, 11 years. The fact that I have, I've been truly blessed, so I'm trying to take advantage of every opportunity. It's always easier when you know you got a job going into the next year. Last year I didn't get picked up to week 8, so I've been here before. It's the questions you get from everybody else. They ask me when are you gonna sign, and they think I can just choose to play when I wanna play. When you go through that period of free agency and not being sure and having to go through that whole process, you got one chance to make it count. In my mind, I haven't been faced with the reality of not playing yet. In my mind, I still have a chance. I still can get a call until the Super Bowl, and I'm sitting here like this. Then it'll hit. As long as I can run, as long as I can change direction, as long as I can learn defense, and as long as I stay prayed up, I mean, it'll be either week 1 or week 16, someone's gonna call. So as long as I'm willing to stay on the grind until that call comes, I'm all right.
35. Where are you coming from today?
Right now, the challenge is the unknown. Usually, if there's a report date or something to do, you know when you gotta be in shape, you know where you need to be. Right now, you can call me today, say be ready tonight. So I have to balance staying in shape, being explosive, as well as taking care of my body as far as recovery and being rested.
I gotta live.
Up, good.
I gotta live life.
So James today is going to go through a good mixture of plyometrics, linear and multi-directional movement mechanic work to set him up for tomorrow's speed session. And then he's also going to go into a total body lift just to keep him primed without demolishing his body so that if he gets that call, he's good to go at any moment.
Voice inside confining me, defining me.
I've always been that guy that 6-7 days a week worked hard as I could. I had a great weightlifting program in high school, great strength coach and defensive coordinator, and then going to college at Virginia Tech, they were huge on what you did in the weight room helped enhance what you do on the field. With having the privilege of playing 10 years, that's given me the ability to have multiple types of training and being around multiple types of physical therapy. If I knew my first, second, and third year what I know now, I probably wouldn't be sitting there. I'd probably be on the team somewhere, you know, just from understanding, A, how to take care of your body, how to have nutrition and how to recover, because believe it or not, most guys in the league really don't. You know, they say a jack of all trades, master of none. You know, in high school I was a pentathlete, so I was good at a whole bunch of things, but I wasn't always great at that one thing. Like you got that one guy that runs a 4.2 that's super fast, but can't really change direction. So he can always rely on, oh, I'll be able to catch up because I have speed, so I can slack on this because I can always catch up. The fact that I was just good enough at a whole bunch of things made me work hard to stay good enough at a bunch of things. Now that makes me have to work just as hard as everybody else.
Jay.
There he is. This is JR the Phenom. What's up, man? You all right?
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
During the search process, we're looking for neurological disconnects, areas of where the body is formed a bunch of scar tissue blocking nerve pathways. So when you fall, force no longer, your muscle doesn't take the force like it used to. That force goes into bones, ligaments, joints. That's what gives you your injury, that's what gives you your pain. So I'm gonna recover his body while I'm strengthening it. The frequency that resolves that scar tissue in the nerve pathways. And then there's a current that creates 500 contractions per second to the muscle to increase the strength of the muscle in an eccentric contraction. And we'll start touching different areas. He's gonna give me feedback of how intense it is. See here, there's no movement there. So it's taking good force. It's not enough force to compensate. Here, check the wrist out. A lot of compensation in the hand. Can't take the force in the wrist. Hand, palm, wrist, forearm, forearm. Okay. Now I'm going to complete a secondary search. He's going to let me know what makes the forearm react the most. If I touch the trap, bam, see forearm lock up.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it, I'm telling you.
Chest. Back minor. Anterior delt.
Everything.
Medial delt. We're gonna base it upon where his symptom area is. He's saying shoulder. So we're first gonna find out how much force you're taking between these two muscles. So we're gonna find his baseline. So when I'm gonna turn it up, he's gonna stop me at an 8 intensity, something close to his max. My dial says 10% force, and that's why when I touch him at 18, he can't take it. So now he has to re-educate these to take that more force. So let's first start with some wrist bending here. Get those forearms to open up. So all his body thinks he's doing is working out, okay, but thinks he's moving 500 times per second. So each session of this, each treatment is like he's been working out for about 4 months straight, 7 days a week. He's gonna complete 30,000 contractions in these muscles after 10 minutes. And when you work out in the gym, you can only contract muscles 2 times per second. Hold it there, take him up. Tell me when. There. Okay, now he's 14%. So from 10 to 14. Now my goal during the first 5 minutes is to try to double his force absorption. So our goal today will be 20 before I stop this thing and take him up. Okay. Now he is at 15.9, almost 16%. Okay. And he can't really take this much percentage, that's why he stopped me. Now he has to educate, he has to send signals from his brain to the soft tissue. Eventually they start to be received and he can move. There's a compensation right there. Once he hits a certain range of motion, he can't take the force, his body's gonna compensate to a position that can take it better, and he has to break that compensation. The energy is actually going to India, so you can see even his pec major is moving. The energy is going through everywhere. So I'm gonna blast his scar tissue. He's gonna hold his breath for about 5 seconds. So we're gonna get him to that 20. 3, 2, 1, and good. Yeah. Okay, so we took him from 10% to 21. So he's already twice as strong as when he walked in here.
If you had a deep tissue massage and your massage therapist was trying to work out a knot and they had to really put pressure to kind of break it up, that deep pain you feel like almost to your bone, it's like that kind of pain almost. Or it's if your foot goes to sleep and you feel it tingling, you can get that kind of response. I feel better, like I feel like my weights are going up, I'm moving better. Like Brett showed you today, I jumped, over 35. We're not even really warmed up or trying. And last year I jumped 34. Everybody says, you get older and all this kind of stuff, but all this BS. It's just the fact that you can't access what you already have. And this is helping me do that by, gaining that access to the muscle and breaking down that scar tissue. Now I'm gonna go see my guy Jason with TheraGun and get some blood flow to help accelerate that recovery process. I talk to Jason whenever I have any kind of soreness, whatever, I'll go through a different procedure of what I feel like I need at the time. It might be acupuncture, it might be a massage, it might be I need to go send a coach up. But sometimes there's things that locking up, like, look bro, my low back is just locking up, I don't know what's going on, and he'll be able to say, you know what, you need to work on this, and this. Jason, what's up? I had the pleasure of meeting him. We used to work on the athletes at the gym, and for lack of technical terminology, massaging.
Vibration therapy is becoming more and more popular with professional athletes because it shuts down the pain and it increases the blood flow. So it's actually doing 2 different things that are beneficial to the body. When you touch a person, what I'm doing to him is different than this, and it's different than the pinch or pressure. When I use this on him, it's barraging his brain with a bunch of good feelings. Those are fast-acting nerve fibers that go to the brain, and it overrides all the pain. So vibration isn't just the vibration, but it's also the pressure on the body.
Monday is a big kind of lower body day. And I just did QLs in like mid-calf with JR. Bro, like my whole foot was turned up like this. Oh my God, I was tweaked out.
So wherever there's lactic acid, you introduce blood flow. Increased blood flow has increased oxygen. Increased oxygen pushes lactic acid out. So you recover faster. I'm using vibration to shut the pain down. And once the muscle starts to relax, then I can get in and start doing some therapy and apply pressure.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions about success is that once you reach a certain level, A, you'll be okay. Oh, I'm good. No, you'll never be good. You'll always be trying to seek something else. And then B, that success will fulfill you. Success wasn't meant to fulfill you. It was meant to be recognition of an accomplishment. You're successful because you did this, and this, or because you achieved this, and this. Congratulations. keep going. When you think about success, is money and material. Okay, I've had money and I got things. Does it make me any more successful than the next guy who doesn't have money but have accomplished great things in a different field? As long as I still have that ability and want to get up and go run by yourself, I'll be there.